Yo, what's happening with everybody? We got the Boxing Swords checking in. This is a follow-up to what we were talking about yesterday on the Boxing Swords podcast in reference to Devin Haney. Now it looks like the WBC has made an order for Devin Haney to be the WBC champion in recess in the 140-pound division, and now have named Alberto Puello the full champion at 140 pounds, and have ordered Puello to face Sandor Martin for that mandatory defense. And they're going to have Gary Antoine Russell as the quote unquote second mandatory there in the 140-pound division. But what does that mean for Devin Haney? Now, I mentioned in the podcast with the purse bid that came down for Devin Haney versus Sandor Martin, that was about $2.42 million for that purse bid, and only Top Rank was the promoter to put up that particular bid. What was Devin Haney going to do? Was he going to go forward in facing Sandor Martin for, at the very minimum, $1.6 million? Well, it looks like that decision was made that I guess Devin Haney isn't going in that particular direction. As the WBC making that ruling to have Devin Haney be the champion in recess. And, that kind of like means a couple of things. One, that he might, wait it out to see what his next fight is going to be. Or maybe he's trying to go for a big fight outside of the 140-pound division. I did mention the whole thing where it came to Ryan Garcia, of course, him being suspended for 1 year. So he wouldn't necessarily be able to get back in the ring until April 20th of next year, at the very least, right? So there was also another potential option for Devin Haney, and that's at 147 pounds, as you also have a newly crowned world champion of sorts there with Mario Barrios, as Mario Barrios was the interim champion at 147 pounds, but with Terrence Crawford fully moving up to 154, the WBC made Mario Barrios the full champion at 147 pounds. So that could be a viable option there for Devin Haney, as, hey, he was the former undisputed lightweight champion, won the WBC championship at 140 pounds. Now he could have an opportunity to become a world champion at 147 pounds. And you know that there had been some conversations in reference to Devin Haney, whether it was in the podcast on June 23rd or elsewhere, in reference to Devin Haney's weight when it came to how much he weighed the day of the fights that he's had in the past, few fights, particularly the fight that he had against Regis Prograis last year. Now, with that being said, we still don't know what Devin Haney would be able to do there at 147 pounds, and that would be a pretty intriguing matchup there against Mario Barrios. Of course, Barrios had been a world champion at 140 pounds and went up to 147, has had some impressive wins at 147 pounds, including a win over your Dennis Ugas that was, the previous year. And also, had been in the ring this year and scored a good win this year where he was able to defeat Fabian Maidana. He was able to have score a knockdown, not a knockdown victory, but I say a knockdown in reference to the fight that happened in the T-Mobile Arena in May, right? So you've had Mario Barrios pretty much have a string of good wins in the 147-pound division since his loss to Keith Thurman in 2022. But that could be something that would be a fairly intriguing matchup if Devin Haney decides to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and have an opportunity to become a 3-division world champion by going up against Mario Barrios. So that is one option there for Devin Haney, because, even though we kind of like mentioned it, that a fight with Ryan Garcia, a rematch with Ryan Garcia would most likely be the most lucrative option for Devin Haney at this particular point. With this decision being made here, at least we know, at least for now, Devin Haney has little interest in facing Sandor Martin. So now it's like, okay, is this something where Devin Haney is going to make a move towards getting a 3-division world title opportunity in this case, if he's able to face Mario Barrios, or is he looking for another option? But at least right now, looks like Devin Haney is saying, you know what, I'm gonna hold off, for now, as far as like what may happen within 140-pound division, because I mean, I kind of like said it multiple times, like a fight with Sandor Martin just didn't look like it was, really attractive out there. So, for Devin Haney, you want to look for other options if they're out there, particularly if you're able to get more on your purse by fighting, other opponents out there. So there's that. I mean, you can go ahead, share your thoughts in reference to what Devin Haney's doing. Is this a good move for Devin Haney, at least at this particular point? Because as of right now, Sandor Martin ain't it. Not for Devin Haney, it ain't. You know what I'm saying? But if you enjoy the content here on the Boxing Source YouTube channel, go ahead and support by hitting the like button. You can also subscribe to the Boxing Source here. We really appreciate it. With that being said, I am out. Peace.